Hello everybody and welcome to Story Time. I'm Miss Melissa, or for today, Miss Minnie Mouse, and I'm so glad you could join me for a special Halloween Toddler Time. Are you ready to get started? We are going to start with our welcome song. Here we come now to story time, to story time, to story time. Here we come now to story time, so early in the morning. And this is the way we clap our hands, clap our hands, clap our hands. This is the way we clap our hands so early in the morning. And this is the way we stomp our feet, stomp our feet, stomp our feet. This is the way we stomp our feet so early in the morning. And this is the way we wave hello, wave hello, wave hello. This is the way we wave hello so early in the morning. All right, so now it is time for our first Halloween story for today. And today's first Halloween story is called The Halloweener. And this story is by Dave Pilkey. There once was a dog named Oscar, who was half a dog tall and 1.5 dogs long. Because of his unusual shape and size, all of the other dogs made fun of him. Wiener dog, they called him, and Oscar did not like it one bit. Oscar's mother was no help either. Every morning when the dogs walked off to obedience school, Oscar's mother stood in the front yard waving and calling out, "Farewell, my little Vienna sausage!" And all of the other dogs laughed and laughed. Most of the time, Oscar was upset by all of this, but not today. Today was Halloween, and Oscar was thinking about other things. All day long at obedience school, Oscar daydreamed about Halloween night, trick-or-treats, and scary costumes. When Oscar got home, he dashed upstairs to start working on his scary Halloween costume. But when he got to his room, a surprise was waiting for him. "Happy Halloween, my little sausage link," said Oscar's mother. "I made you a costume to wear for trick-or-treating." When Oscar saw the costume, he nearly fainted. It was a giant hot dog bun, complete with mustard. And guess who was supposed to fit in the middle? Oscar did not want to hurt his mother's feelings, so he decided to wear the silly costume. That night, all the dogs on the block gathered to show off their costumes. Everyone was looking quite scary. Then Oscar showed up looking quite frank. There he is in his hot dog suit. When the dogs saw Oscar in his silly costume, they howled with laughter. "Look at Oscar," they cried. "He really is a wiener dog." Poor Oscar was so embarrassed. Wiener dog," laughed all the other dogs as they ran off to go trick-or-treating. Oscar tried to keep up with the dogs, but his silly costume kept slowing him down. All night long, the other dogs hounded every trick-or-treat they could get their paws on. So by the time Oscar got to each house, there were no treats left. Poor Oscar. Soon, trick-or-treating was over, and the dogs walked past a spooky graveyard. Suddenly, a horrible hissing sound filled the air. Hiss! The dogs stopped dead in their tracks. Then, out of the graveyard rose a ghastly monster. The dogs screamed for their lives. They dropped their treats and jumped into a nearby pond. The monster moved closer. "Please don't eat us," cried the dogs. The monster yowled and hissed. "Boo-hoo-hoo," sobbed the dogs. The monster jumped up and down. "Somebody save us," shrieked the dogs. Just then, somebody showed up. It was Oscar. Because Oscar was so short, he saw something that the other dogs had not seen. "That's no monster," cried Oscar. And with a loud bark, Oscar waddled to the rescue. Oscar chomped and tugged with all his might. Rip! And there, standing in the moonlight, were a couple of ornery cats. "Help!" cried the cats. "We're being attacked by a giant frankfurter!" And they ran off screaming through the graveyard. The dogs in the pond had seen the whole thing, and now it was their turn to be embarrassed. "We've been chased into a pond by a couple of cats," they moaned. But Oscar was a true friend. He leaped in the water and swam out to the dogs. Oscar's silly costume made a wonderful life raft, and all the dogs climbed up. "All aboard," Oscar called, and he dog paddled back to shore. When they got back to dry land, all of the dogs shared their Halloween treats with Oscar. Because Oscar had been so brave, the dogs changed his nickname from Wiener Dog to Hero Sandwich. And from that night on, nobody ever made fun of Oscar again. Happy Halloween! The end. All right, so next for today, we have a story up on our board here. And you see, for our story, we have a mother ghost, and then we have her children. Can we count how many children she has? She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 5 ghost babies. You ready? So for this story, our ghost mother was looking around in the fridge and she didn't see any food for dinner, so she went out shopping. But before she left, she warned her children, don't eat anything you find in the refrigerator. Remember, ghosts can only eat white things like milk or vanilla ice cream or cottage cheese. All of her children said, "Okay," and the mother went off grocery shopping. But our first little ghost got hungry and he decided to look in the refrigerator. And what did he find but a glass of grape juice? And he drank that juice down. And do you know what happened to our ghost? He went from being a white ghost to a purple ghost. He changed to the same color as that grape juice. Now, our second ghost started to get hungry too. His stomach was growling. And when he looked in the refrigerator, he found a carrot. And he nibbled on that carrot and he ate it all up. And when he was done with his carrot, he went from being a white ghost to an orange ghost. Now our third little ghost was also super hungry, and he decided to look in the fridge too. And what did he find there but some broccoli? And he munched on it, munch, 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 munch. And what do you think happened to that ghost? He wasn't a white ghost anymore. Now, he was a green ghost. Now, our next ghost was still very hungry. His tummy was growling. And when he looked in the refrigerator, he found some strawberries. And so he nibbled, nibbled, nibbled on those strawberries until they were all gone. And what color do you think he turned? He wasn't a white ghost anymore. Nope. Now, he was a red ghost. And our last little ghost baby was super duper hungry, but everything in the refrigerator was gone. So he opened up the freezer and he found some ice cream, but not vanilla ice cream. It was chocolate chip ice cream. So he gobbled it all, gum, gum, gum. And what do you think happened to that ghost? He wasn't white anymore. He was a polka dotted ghost, just like the ice cream he ate. Well, when the ghost mother came back from shopping, she was shocked. She looked at her children. They weren't white anymore. They were multicolored. So she called the doctor, and the doctor gave each ghost a medicine and turned them back to being white ghosts, except for our last ghost, who was the chocolate chip ghost. He had to have 2 spoons of medicine because chocolate chips are extra hard to get off. So now he's back to being a spooky white ghost. The end. All right, so next for today we have our second story. And our second story is called If You're a Monster and You Know It. And this story is by Rebecca and Ed Emberley. You ready? This story is like a singing story. If you're a monster and you know it, snort and growl, snort, growl. If you're a monster and you know it, snort and growl, snort, growl. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a monster and you know it, snort and growl, snort, growl. What do you think our next one's going to be? If you're a monster and you know it, smack your claws. Can you clap your hands or smack your claws? If you're a monster and you know it, smack your claws, smack, smack. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a monster and you know it, smack your claws, smack, smack. Oops. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your paws. Can you stomp your paws? If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your paws, stomp, stomp. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your paws, stomp, stomp. If you're a monster and you know it, twitch your tail. Can you twitch your tail? If you're a monster and you know it, twitch your tail. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a monster and you know it, twitch your tail. Twitch, twitch. If you're a monster and you know it, wiggle your warts. Can you wiggle your fingers? If you're a monster and you know it, wiggle your warts. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a monster and you know it, wiggle your warts. If you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Can you give me your great big roar? Ready? Roar! If you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! If you're a monster and you know it, do it all. Ready? Can you do all of them? Can you snort, growl, snort, growl? Smack your paws, smack, smack. Stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. Twitch your tail, twitch, twitch. And wiggle your warts, wiggle, wiggle. And give a great big roar. Roar, roar. If you're a monster and you know it, do it all. Ready? Snort, growl, smack, smack. Stomp, stomp. Twitch, twitch. Wiggle, wiggle. Roar, roar. If you're a monster and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a monster and you know it, do it all. Ready? One last time. Snort, growl, smack, smack. Stomp, stomp. Twitch, twitch. Wiggle, wiggle. Roar, roar. The end. All right, so next for today, we have another song. We're going to use our board again. Got to move some of this stuff off. Here we go. We've got our board, and you ready? This song is like the wheels on the bus, except for we've got a ghost. And do you know what a ghost likes to say? Our ghost likes to say boo. Are you ready? The ghost in the house goes boo, 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 boo. The ghost in the house goes boo, boo, boo on Halloween. And next up we have, what type of animal? Do you know? This is a bat. And our bat likes to say, eek, eek, eek. Are you ready? The bats in the house go eek, 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 eek. Eek, eek, eek. The bats in the house go eek, eek, eek on Halloween. And next we have a witch. And you know what our witch likes to say? She likes to go ha, ha, ha. You ready? The witch in the house goes ha, 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 ha. The witch in the house goes ha, ha, ha on Halloween. And next up we have a cat. And you know what our cat likes to say? Our cat likes to go meow. You ready? The cat in the house goes meow, 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 meow. The cat in the house goes meow, meow, meow on Halloween. All right, good job with that song. So next we have one last story for today. And this story is called Pumpkin Eye. And this story is by Denise Fleming. Yellow moon rising soon. Piece of pie, pumpkin eye. Candlesticks, burning wicks. You know the wicks, that part right there. Trick or treat, pounding feet, jack-o'-lanterns line the streets. Down the hill, spirits spill. Purple scales, dragon tails, twisted horns, unicorns. Trick or treat, pounding feet, eerie shadows fill the streets. Swooping bats and hissing cats. Tattered rags, toothless hags, pointed hats and blood-red nails. Trick or treat, pounding feet, wretched wickeds roam the street. Clacking bones, muffled moans. Tigers growl, werewolves howl. Toes curl, heads swirl, things bump, hearts thump. Trick or treat, pounding feet, Halloween has found our street. The end. All right, so next for today we have our goodbye song. Are you ready? Our hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. Our feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, clap, clap. Tap, tap, tap. We roll our hands around and wave goodbye. Bye, everybody. I hope you have a happy Halloween. Bye-bye. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.